In a quiet town, there was a hard-working man named John. He lived with his wife Mary. They had 2 children, Emma and David. John worked at a factory, but his wages were low. Providing for his family was difficult. Despite their struggles, John was known for one thing: honesty. No matter how tough life got, John never told a lie. He always spoke the truth. One evening, everything changed. John's factory announced it was shutting down, leaving all workers unemployed. John was devastated. He had no idea how to support his family without a job. That night at dinner he sat quietly. Mary noticed and asked, "John, is something wrong?" John hesitated, but knew he had to be honest. He took a deep breath. "I lost my job today. The factory is closing," he admitted, his voice filled with worry. Mary gasped, shocked. "Oh, John, what will we do? Bills need paying, children need food." John had no answers. He could only promise that he would find another job. The next morning, John woke up early and searched for work around town with determination. He visited every shop, business and farm, hoping someone was hiring, but found nothing available. Disappointment filled his heart. As he walked through a narrow street, something unusual caught his eye. A brown leather wallet lay on the ground. He picked it up and opened it. Inside, he found a large sum of money along with some identification cards. John looked around, but no one was there. The temptation to keep it was strong. His family desperately needed money. No one had seen him pick it up. For the first time, John considered lying. He slipped the wallet into his pocket. That evening, John gave Mary some money. "I found extra work today," he lied. Mary smiled with relief, happy they could buy food and pay bills without struggling. For a moment, John felt at ease, but deep inside, guilt began eating him. Days passed, and the guilt only grew stronger. John had trouble sleeping every night. Every time he looked at his children, he felt ashamed of what he did. He convinced himself it was necessary for survival. Until there was a knock at the door. 2 police officers stood there. "We're investigating a lost wallet. Have you seen it?" John's heart pounded. He could tell the truth, or lie to protect himself. Fear took over, and he made his choice. "No, officer, I haven't seen anything." The officer studied him before nodding. "If you hear anything, let us know." As soon as they left, John felt sick. He had gone against his beliefs. A few days later, the police returned. This time, they had undeniable evidence. "Someone saw you pick up the wallet, John. We need you to be honest." John turned pale. He had been caught. There was no way out of it. Taking a deep breath, he lowered his head and confessed, "Yes, I took it. I was desperate," John admitted, ashamed. "I'm sorry for lying and keeping the money." The officer shook his head. "Lying made it worse. Now you'll face consequences." John was ordered to return the money and face legal charges for his dishonesty. When he told Mary the truth, she was heartbroken. "How could you lie, John?" John hung his head in shame. "I didn't know what else to do, Mary." Mary sighed. "I understand your fear, but lying only made things worse for us." Their children saw his sadness. John had broken the very lesson he always taught. He was taken to court, where he stood before a strict and serious judge. "I found the wallet and kept the money. Then I lied. I regret everything." The judge studied him. "Lying to authorities is serious. You chose deceit over honesty." John was fined and sentenced to time in jail. His family suffered even more. Mary had to work extra hard, and the children deeply missed their father's presence. Time behind bars changed John. He realized how much damage his lie had caused. When he was released, he faced his family, filled with guilt and deep regret. "I'm sorry," John said. "I thought I was protecting you, but I made mistakes." Mary nodded, her voice soft. "We forgive you, but trust takes time to rebuild." John took those words seriously. He worked hard and lived with complete honesty. He found the wallet's owner and apologized. At first, the man was very angry, but over time he forgave John. We all make mistakes, but lies hurt more. Years passed. John's family healed, facing struggles, but he remained truthful always. One day, his son David came home, looking worried and nervous about something. "Dad, I broke a window at school. I'm scared to tell my teacher," he said. John knelt beside him. "I know you're scared, son, but honesty is always best. Tell your teacher." It's better to face the truth now than suffer later, John advised. David nodded and followed his father's advice, learning an important life lesson. Watching him, John smiled, knowing he had learned from his past and mistakes. From that day on, John and his family followed one golden rule: never lie. They faced challenges, but honesty became their guiding principle in every situation. The townspeople respected John, seeing him as someone who learned from past mistakes. His life wasn't perfect, but it was real. He promised never to lie again,